Hello everyone. Today we are going to present the 5E's model in a lesson plan. My name is Anthony Masache and I'm here with my classmates Paula Jimenez, Natalia Patiño, and Genesis Arango. First of all, what is the 5ES model? The 5ES model is a teaching framework used to plan effective lessons. It includes five stages: engage, explore, explain, elaborate, and evaluate. This model focuses on active learning, where students participate and build their own understanding, instead of only receiving information. The purpose of the 5 E's model is to make learning more meaningful and organized. First, it helps students connect their previous knowledge with new ideas. Then, it encourages them to explore and think critically. It also supports step by step learning, which improves understanding. Finally, it promotes interaction and helps teachers evaluate students' progress effectively.
So now we are going to talk about characteristics. First, we have that the constructive approach is based on Jan Piaget and Lev Vygotsky that states that students build new knowledge based on what they already know and also from social and interaction. Second, that it is student centered, that students are not just listening, they are participating, exploring, and discovering. Third, the inquiry based learning, that according to Jerome Brunner, students are encouraged to ask questions, investigate, and solve problems. Next, the sequential structure, that the 5E model, the five phases are organized in a way that matches how people naturally learn. Each step builds on the previous one to support understanding. Finally, the ongoing assessment, that means that evaluation doesn't only happen at the end of the lesson. Teachers check students' understanding throughout the lesson. In short, the 5E model combines theory and practice to create meaningful learning.
Now I'm going to explain the first three stages of the 5E lesson plan: engage, explore, and explain. First, we have engage. This stage captures the students' attention and connects the topic with their prior knowledge. Teachers use questions or simple activities to create interest and identify what students already know. Next, we have explore. Here, students learn by discovering. They work in groups, analyze information, and try to find patterns. The teacher acts as a facilitator, guiding but not explaining yet. This stage helps develop critical thinking and collaboration. Then we have explained. In this stage, the teacher gives a clear explanation and organizes students' idea. It helps clarify misunderstandings and introduce correct concepts. So, these stages help students get interest, explore ideas, and understand the topic.
Elaborate stage is based on what the students have already checked, in this case, explore and explain stage. It is a good way to dive students deeper in the lesson of the class. As in this example, we can use games, but there are other things like problem solving tasks, investigations, real world tasks, games, independent practice, and hands on activity. And the role of the teacher is to encourage their learning and support and answering questions that students may have. Evaluate stage is really important. Teachers must keep in mind the lesson objectives, and it suppose that students master the concepts and content from the lesson plan. And it's important also to make them to feedback to peers and also evaluate their own learning process. The aim of gathering data is not to judge students, to encourage them to continue learning and to inspire them to learn. We have journal tasks, traditional worksheets, like in the example, a quiz, exit task, problem solving, or critical thinking task. And here we have a whole view of the lesson plan. We have the heading and the objectives, topic, and the all stages. Thank you very much.